house is a Queenslander that was originally built in 1890 and it was raised. So we wanted to fill in underneath, and that had a slab put down by the original builder that retired a few years ago, and we wanted to fill in that space. So we wanted to put in a rumpus room or a family room, 2 extra bedrooms, a laundry and a 2-way bathroom. Probably the biggest factor was the skill level of the builder, and also being able to get on with whoever that person was, making sure that they were a really good communicator and professional, and also shared our vision for what we wanted to do with the house. Well, I guess we went with the Papst Group because their communication was excellent. They seemed to get exactly what we wanted to achieve in the renovation. We wanted a really high level of finishes. When we met Joel, we realised pretty quickly that he was a really skillful communicator, and he, I guess, impressed on us that he knew what he was talking about. We had a couple of little issues before the build in terms of problem solving. We weren't sure what to do, and he came up with some great suggestions. So we instantly picked up on his skill level and his experience. Well, the first thing is that your expectations will be exceeded, as ours were. We had pretty high expectations. We've been through a couple of renovations before. We know what we like, and the Papst Group under Joel's management was absolutely fantastic. We just can't fault the process. In fact, we actually really enjoyed it, and that's a weird thing to say because so many times we have heard through our own family and friends, we've heard some, really difficult and challenging building processes, and people getting to the end and they're an emotional and physical wreck. But for us, we feel the opposite because Joel is incredibly well organised. He knows what he's doing. He's highly skillful. He's also excellent project manager. Had a great relationship with all his trades. Knew how to hire really good quality tradespeople who cared about their work. So I just say to people, first of all, you can't go wrong with Papst Group, but just do your research. Get a number of quotes and speak to the builder a number of times. Don't just sit down with them once. We spoke with Joel, I think, about 4 or 5 times before we signed on the dotted line, and that really helped set up those lines of communication for us. And then he knew exactly where we were coming from and what we wanted.